Okay, we're gonna have to aggro some hydras here, and it ain't gonna be pretty. There's, yeah. It was the Final Fantasy 8 was punishing if you wanted to use magic because you junction magic, and every time you then use magic, you're reducing your own stats, and it was like that felt like such a dumb system. So I found myself never using magic until like end bosses and stuff when I'd stocked up on tons of stuff that I can refine for more casts and stuff like that. So you'd cast Meltdown on pretty much every single enemy at that point because you just reduce their defense to either 1 or 0. Whatever, it reduced their defense a lot so you could just hit 9999 over and over again. And so, which meant that you kept running out of Meltdown casts, which then in turn meant that you needed more stuff to refine into Meltdown casts. I'm getting my ass handed to me from Hydras. So the end of the game for me became just a giant world tour of just stocking up on items, blah blah blah. It just felt really kind of less fun, more painstaking, which is a bit of a shame. That's just how it goes, so that's... Again, that's Final Fantasy, isn't it? And that's just kind of what happens. It's just what ends up happening. About 5 games that work on emulators. Really? Well, that's 5 games at least, right? What are those 5 games? Or do you not know? It depends what the games are. If it's like that one Crash Bandicoot game that wasn't very good, God. Or if it's, I can't think of any particularly bad games on the Xbox. Oh, okay, sports games. Yeah, they're not my kind of thing at all. Wouldn't be interested in playing any sports games. I mean, I'm not at all on any system, but let alone emulating them. Man, when is this zone coming into Guild Wars 2? When is it Arid Sea? Look at this. It's so empty. If this actually came into Guild Wars 2 as it is right now, I think people would actually complain about it because there's just nothing here. But I'd be quite happy. I'd be happy if they just gave us this giant empty zone. It's not completely empty, as you can see the statue and stuff in the background, all the maces and things like that. It'd be interesting to just have this giant expanse of expanse of barely anything. I think that'd be interesting. Just have scarabs pop up every now and then. I think that could be cool. That could be cool, no? Well, yeah, true, there's not supposed to be much there, but I mean, now in Guild Wars 2, 250 years have passed and there could be stuff here. They could put stuff in here. I just don't know if they actually would. And there goes that statue. There's still no animation for that, I find that kind of funny. Boop. Interesting that these things are level 22. I don't remember them being that hard. How am I supposed to get up there? Maybe I can just run under it? Don't know. I'm willing to bet that I need to talk to that NPC up there, don't I? Or can I jimmy it? Oh, I can't jimmy it. Alright, how do I get there? Just go around. Yeah, crystallized crystal desert, I could see that. That would be kind of cool. I mean, in that last cutscene that we got at the end of the Living Story this time, before that mid-season break that we're on right now, that cutscene, if I remember rightly, it showed the Crystal Desert. I think. I could be wrong, and I might very well be wrong. But, you know, what I'm trying to say is the crystals in that cutscene looked cool, and I would approve of seeing the Crystal Desert actually be crystallized. I think that would be quite appealing. Would look rather good. That's my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. Visual monotony. I just thought of a pun that I'm not going to make, because it would be rude. And even by saying that, I've probably given it away. There you go. Oh, healing onk. Get all the golds. It sucks. Ah, yeah, you probably got a point there. It would be the Jade Sea 2.0. I'm not sure how I feel about that now you've mentioned it like that. It could be kinda cool. Could be. I'm looking at the map, by the way, because there's a teleport to Nightfall somewhere. Oh, well, whatever. Oh, a jewel chalice. I've got good memories of the Jade Sea in Guild Wars 1, and seeing like a different version of it in Guild Wars 2 would be kind of interesting. I don't know how long it would be interesting for, but I don't know, I'd be interested to at least see some kind of concept or some mock-up of it to make a decision based on how it looks, rather than just straight up asking for it. Alright, there's the Wayfarer's Reverie Tyria, and I think that is that quest done. That took about 2 hours. So that's cool. I get the Proof of Flames 2012 gold, yeah, because Guild Wars 2 released in 2012, and Prophecies released in 2005, so that's the experience. I get what you're doing, game. I get the pun joke thing. I need a merchant, that's what I need. Oh, what should we do next? Factions? Or should we do Nightfall or Isle of North? I think factions. Oh man, there's no sell junk. There's no deposit collectibles. What do? Oh, I never identified that thing. It's crap. That's probably going to be crap. And get rid of those as well. Alright. The Proof of Flame is a memento of my journey to some of Tyria's famous locations. Flynn, or Flynn, sworn to the winds, in Embark Beach may be interested to see it. I need to complete all the Wayfarer's Reverie quests, there's 4 of them, 1 for each campaign, and then you turn all 4 of those things in to a guy in Embark Beach, and you can get either a tormented weapon, a random tormented weapon I might add, which is, you know, that is what it is. I got a sword when I did this the first time. Or I could trade it for an everlasting Ritlock tonic, or some other stuff. I think. I can't really remember. It's on the wiki. And I think we'll do factions now. Oh, Bitcloud with the jokes. Oh man, you funny bastard. Right, where do I pick up this quest? Oh, I pick it up from this guy. blah blah blah, go do stuff in Cantha. Where are we going first? Sunqua Vale? Actually, the Shrine of Maat. So a bit, I was a dragon by doing the stuff with the thing and the stuff and the thing. Alright, we're good? We're up to speed? Cool. Now I want a running build. There we go. I'll listen to that factions music. It's pretty good. Pretty good, my voice is going, man. Oh, I've talked too much. That's some nostalgia right there. Hey Big Cloud 1, welcome to the community. It's good to have you in the game as a player, and welcome with open arms. If I see you have rolled a warrior, there are good tips to leveling, and builds can be found in the sidebar, or on my channel at etc, etc. I don't know what half these skills do. That makes chants and shouts last longer, that's that thing, and that's the signet. Alright, cool. Yep, some good tips. Are you happy? I've at least told you there are tips. I think that was quite good. The Shrine of Maat. Fairly sure is this way. Could be completely wrong. No, it's there. Yeah, you totally did get jaded for asking for Ellie leveling tips. And people ask me for leveling tips all the time, and I'm just like, play the game? I don't know. I haven't really got any tips. You just kind of wander around and do stuff. Really. Go do some fucking hearts, and then go do some fucking skill points, and then go do some fucking events. And that's it, that's leveling. To be fair though, the best tip for leveling is go do Edge of the Mists. Really, the question people should be asking is, have you got any tips for how to play the class? And even then, that's not a great question, because no, I don't have any tips. You just go hit stuff. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Right, I want a Warrior Paragon build. IDS Farmer? No. Mini Imbigon. Spear Chucker. These are not the builds that I want. Let's go with that. And then I want heroes. So Rhea and let's see. Let's take Gwen again. Alright. Why don't you want 3 different versions of FIFA and Halo 2? That's like the only good game on the Xbox, right? Halo 2, though, for real, is an excellent game. And I wonder how similar Destiny's gonna be to the original Halos, or if they're just gonna go way too far away from it. Scavengers? Oh, they'll overlay, okay. Not a big deal. I was worried for half a second there. You've never been a fan of Halo? Really? And you were criticising me. I don't believe you, man. Super serious Borderlands. So, really fucking boring then, right? A-okay. Really? I hated Borderlands. I played Borderlands 1 and 2, and they were okay. Like people go on about Borderlands and how amazing it is. Oh, it's the best game ever. Oh, it's so good with friends. Oh, it's so good. That's exactly how they all talk, apparently. And I would disagree. I found Borderlands incredibly boring if you didn't have any friends. Inflicts dazed if target has a condition. And I place it. Alright, just letting my build for a second. Yeah, Borderlands with friends was okay. Like, it was okay. I had fun, yeah, when I played it with Xavier, I'll admit, but I could have played any game with Xavier and had fun. You know, it wasn't Borderlands that was carrying it for me. Borderlands itself is just not interesting. There was a lot of travel. I felt like I was commuting, as Dara O'Brien says. At this point, I'm fucking commuting. And it really did feel like a commute. Every single quest felt like go here, kill guys, come back, go kill more guys, come back. Oh, guys respawn, kill the guys again, go back, kill guys, go back, go to a different place, repeat forever and ever and ever until you're done. And it was like that. That was Borderlands to me. I mean, meh. It was a big fat meh. And I was the opposite there, but the first game was just incredibly dull, and the second one was better than the first, but it was too long. And what kind of complaint is the game was too long? Like, that's ridiculous, right? But I feel like it was a little bit too long, and I was done with the game like 10 to 15 hours in, and then it carried on going and going and going and going. Oh, we're really going to Tahnnakai Temple? Okay. Well, I mean, I played Borderlands with friends, Erebus. It just still wasn't that fantastic, you know? I don't know what people saw in it. I wonder if Norgu's set up properly. Yeah, he is. Oh, but we've only got one healer there. Raza? Raza. Bordered lands. Yeah. Oh, well, we didn't get the DLC, cause a few people bought it that I could have played it with, but I just wasn't interested. By the time the game had ended, I was just like, I'm done. I didn't want to play it anymore. And I was playing it with Xavier, and Xavier uninstalled it like 2 minutes after we finished. He was just like, I'm done. And then I was like, okay then, I guess I'm done too. But I was fine with it. I didn't really want to continue playing anyway. Oh, was that it? That was all I had to do for Tahnnakai Temple? Okay. Nahpui Quarter. So yeah, didn't play the DLC. The D&D DLC, LCL, DLB, ZL, MLG Pro. The D&D DLC interested me, but I didn't want to buy it, so I just didn't. And yeah, I don't really regret not buying it, to be honest, because I'd have to reinstall the game anyway if I did want to do that. So I'm okay with it. When I raise my arm like that, I feel the air go through my face and stuff and hit the mic. Hopefully it's not making horrible noises, but I can't guarantee. So sorry if it is. Dude, Halo 2 DLC was bonus PvP maps? And DLC being a free thing? I don't know. I don't know. I miss having DLC that was just extra. Yeah. I feel like Guild Wars 2's Living Story is DLC. Just free DLC. Just not, I don't know. I don't know if that's a fair comparison actually. It might not be, but it sometimes feels like DLC. What games had DLC before Halo 3? I don't know. I don't know, somebody should look up what the first game to have DLC was. Oh no, Ampha. I've got the wrong build for Ampha. A healer. Halo 3 DLC was one guy buys it and everyone passes the disc around. Yes. Yeah, I had a friend who lived miles away from me, and he gave me the Halo 2 map pack DLC, but it was like a disc. Yeah. He gave me that, and then once you had it on your Xbox, that was it. You had it forever, and it was like the best thing. It was great. I loved the way you could just do that. I miss it. A jade bracelet, nice. What's wrong with Dark Souls 2? Oh, pay to have the story explained? Dark Souls 2, pay to have the story explained. I'm not sure I agree with you there. It's just extra story though, the DLC, right? Oh no, no, fuck, you're right. No, I'm remembering now because you talked to the king and the king explains shit to you. Ah, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. I mean, it's not fully explained. It's not fully paid to have the story explained, but I get where you're coming from. Speaking of which, isn't the second part of the DLC out now? Are you gonna play that yet, Bit? Have you bought that? Are you gonna blind play through it? Because I'm gonna do that soon. And that should be fun. Ugh. Oblivion horse armor. I never got the Oblivion horse armor because actually I might have it now because I bought it on Steam. But originally I was a scumbag pirate and I pirated Oblivion. So yeah, that happened. Why am I falling over? I think people they get on Dark Souls 2's back a little bit too much for my liking. It's a different game, and that's what I say to people who compare those two games. Like, it's a different game. It's fine, and I actually like 2 more than 1 now because it just The controls are just so much better. Like, mechanically, it's such a better game. Let me know when I'm done with it and you'll fire it up. Alright. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna play the first DLC on stream at some point soon, and then get on the second one, and also at some point we should probably do that co-op stuff, because I think that'll be quite fun, and we still haven't actually done it, so that's an excuse enough to actually get on that eventually. I'm actually in the middle of a run right now. Well, not right now, obviously, I'm streaming right now. At the moment, you know what I mean. I'm in the middle of a run of, like, just a thief with dual daggers, and that's a fun build, actually. Oh, I just leveled, level 21. But yeah, I'll be doing the DLC eventually. Alright, where are we going next? Arborstone. Shit. I hate Arborstone. Alright, I'll say this. I pirated Oblivion, and then, years later, I bought it on Steam, so I still own it. I actually own it properly, but I pirated it to begin with because I was a scumbag and didn't have Steam, so, you know, that's just what happened. Dark Souls 2 trying its hardest to be Dark Souls 1? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's... I really don't know. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, just the middle. Okay. I can do this. Yeah, I don't know. Dark Souls 2, I can see where it is trying to be Dark Souls 1, and at the same time I can see where it's just different. And to me, the most important thing about Dark Souls 2 is the fact that it controls so much more smoother than Dark Souls 1. I went back to Dark Souls 1 after beating 2. I went back to it fairly recently just to see how different it felt, and holy fuck, I can't play that game anymore. Parrying is so much easier, but I'm awful at Dark Souls 1 now, so I don't know. I don't like how clunky it feels now. And I guess also because it's Dark Souls 2, they had to be very similar to Dark Souls 1, otherwise it wouldn't have been a Dark Souls game, right? Which is, I suppose, why they're doing Bloodborne now. Which, if anything's gonna get me to buy a PS4, it's Bloodborne. But I'm also not gonna buy a PS4 anyway, so GG. I would for Bloodborne if the console wasn't a new one and wasn't like incredibly expensive, like consoles just are nowadays. There's a boss here, I want to kill him. For no real reason. And he's dead. Where are we going next? The Jade Sea! How is the console better of Dark Souls? How is the console version of Dark Souls 1 better than the PC though? Because I played it with DS Fix. I played it late when everything was better and smoother and more updated. So surely it's a better version on the PC anyway now, right? And we both played it with a 360 controller as well, so... Yeah, I only played it with DS Fix, so... And hey TVs, how is it going? I'm beating things up in Guild Wars 1. And it is a nostalgia trip of epic proportions. Although I've completely just flown through Cantha right now. Like, I'm more than half done already. Right, where are we going? Oh, that's pretty far. Jade Sea hype? FPS issues for Dark Souls 2 on PC. What FPS issues? I've had absolutely zero FPS issues on PC. For Dark Souls 2. I mean, I've recorded it, man. I know that it runs at 60 FPS. Oh, okay, well that's not... that's... I wouldn't have said that was an FPS issue, but I get what you mean, yeah. I don't think they fixed that. Unless I completely missed that patch note. I don't keep up with those patch notes at all. Yeah. The fact that we had it on at 60 FPS meant that our weapons degraded twice as fast. Which is a bit of a pain. But, to be honest, I kinda liked that. I didn't mind the fact that sometimes I'd need to swap to a second weapon. It made it more interesting to me. It means that I wasn't relying on one weapon for the entire time. I mean, yes, I get it, it's an issue and it's a problem and it's a bug and it should be fixed anyway, but I didn't necessarily mind it so much. Man, look at this! Look at the Jade Sea! Look at that Leviathan up there! Pretty good. The nostalgia is real. There's a chest there. Is this? It absolutely is. Invincibility frames get halved during rolls too. Again, I'm not seeing a problem. It just sounds like hard mode, exactly. Like I beat the game fine, several times. I beat the dual pursuers in New Game Plus 2. I mean, I think I've proven my worth with hard mode and whatever. I don't mind. Like it didn't break the game for me, so it's sort of fine. To be honest, I'd never even noticed. The one thing I will say that I think I did miss out on is when it released in, was it March it released? 25th of March, right? And then it was April for the PC. When it first released on consoles, they had a lot more difficult mob AI. So like the Lost Sinner was apparently incredibly difficult. And I never got to experience that. So that's a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have experienced this really hard Lost Sinner fight that everybody was talking about, but I never got to because I played the PC version and it wasn't in there. Still go with the PC version? Well, yeah, because it's 60 FPS. It just looks better. It feels better to play a game like that. I'm not much of an FPS kind of whore, but you have to admit that if something's playing at 60, it just looks so much better. You know? I don't know what FPS Guild Wars is at right now. 119. This is playing at 124 FPS. And it looks great. I can't imagine it would look so great on a console. Or play so great, but that's a stupid comparison. We'll ignore I made that. Nerfed. Was it actually nerfed though? I mean, I don't know. Maybe people... Oh, that's something as well. People were saying Dark Souls 2 is easier than Dark Souls 1. And that's an unfair comparison as well, because if you know it's easier, that's because you've played the first game, and it means you're already accustomed to all the mechanics and stuff. So I don't think it's a particularly fair comparison. To be honest, I found Dark Souls 1, by the time I'd finished playing it, after I'd done my, I don't know, 10 playthroughs of that game, I was finding that game easy anyway. It wasn't a challenge anymore, it was a relaxing stroll through an RPG landscape. And that was a lot of fun. Dark Souls 2 has become the exact same thing. So... I find both the games quite easy now anyway. Not to brag, but you know, I still die plenty of times. I still make dumb mistakes and play bad and all that stuff, but you know, I don't find them nearly as hard as a lot of people make them out to be. But yes, I have played them a lot, so that'll happen. This monitor is also a mistake on my part. I should have got a 1080p monitor when I bought this thing like 5 years ago, and didn't. I got, you know, a 1080p monitor is 16 by 9, like, not resolution. What's the word for scale? Ratio. A 16 by 9 ratio. And this monitor that I'm using right now is a 16 by 10. It's a widescreen thing. And when I bought it, I thought, oh, it's bigger, that means it's great, right? Yeah, aspect ratio. Thanks. I thought, oh, it's bigger, therefore it's better. Right? That made sense. And no. It means that everything I record now, unless I'm doing it in a window like this stream, everything I record comes out on YouTube in weird sort of weirdness. Like it gets black bars across the left and right hand sides, which is a giant pain in the arse. So the next purchase for the PC is going to be a 1080p monitor so that I can actually record at the right resolutions for a change. And then I'll be able to use this monitor as like a secondary thing for chat and looking stuff up and all that sort of stuff. And that'll be pretty good. And then after that, if I ever get enough money for it, a new graphics card, because this thing's fairly old. I mean, it's good enough to be streaming and stuff like that, but it's still quite old. I can't force this thing to 1080. It doesn't go up that high. The highest resolution is 1440 by 900. So I can do 720 and force it to 720, but then it looks like crap. And I've done it before. I did it to record the Guild Wars 2 beta stuff. But because it looked like crap, I was like, I don't really want to continue this, so I just, you know, I record in the wrong resolution and just deal with it. Nobody's complained yet. but I know it looks bad and I'd like to fix that at some point. No, I can't force this thing to 1080p. It doesn't go that high. Like, the highest resolution it has is lower than 1080p. I can force it to 720, I can't force it to 1080. There's no way. It doesn't have enough pixels. Unless I am just talking out my arse and you can somehow force it that way, but I really doubt that you can. How can you force it like that? How can you give it more pixels? I don't understand. I do not understand at all. Oh wow, there's a boss here. Alright, well, you're gonna die then. Really? But yeah, this is my only monitor, so I wouldn't want to, like, risk fucking it anyway. I would look at that link, but I'm not going to right now. Maybe I'll Google it later or something. But, you know, I'm not going to do it. There's no way I'm going to do that. Goggled. I goggled it for you, bro. No. I mean, it's fine. I need a new monitor anyway, to be honest. I've only got the one. And I have to play stuff in a... If I want to stream stuff, I have to play things in a window. Which is, you know, not optimal. So I would love a second monitor for chat and things, and, you know, for clicking on links to Googles or Goggles. But I don't have that luxury right now. And I'm in no rush to get that sort of a thing set up. So don't get me wrong, I'm not like, I'm not looking to do it as soon as possible, but, you know, when I can, I will. I just can't right now. Everyone has to play things in window to stream because for you, yeah, alright, technicalities aside, my monitor right now has the game in a window, and then it doesn't fill up the entire screen, right? I'd love it to fill up the entire screen, even if it was windowed, right? Because everything's crammed into this one thing, and everything's tiny and... yeah. And yeah, second monitor would open my world up, as Bit says. And also, moving on the right, game on the left, absolutely, yeah. It would mean I'd be able to grind in Guild Wars 2 for that third legendary that I definitely need. In all seriousness though, I'd be more inclined to grind if I had something to watch while I was doing it. All this shit needs to stop running away from me. I can't afford a second monitor, Bit. Can't afford it. Kez, what are you talking about? You grind. You've got like 19 million legendaries, right? Also, I wouldn't know where games went and where the rest of the stuff went. I just haven't planned for that kind of a thing. Oh my god, the burns. Well, everything's dead. I mean, when I'm playing Guild Wars 2, I'm on vent with people. I mean, I'm on vent right now, but there's nobody online. So that's what I do when I'm in Guild Wars 2. But, like, I don't know. When there's nobody else online, I'd be watching a film or something like that, right? I just can't right now. And there we go. What's next? Raisu Palace. Alright. You heathen, Kez. How can you have the taskbar on the left? That's disgusting. I tried that in college once. We don't talk about that. That's like the only thing I tried in college because, yeah, my life is that interesting. But, you know, it's just we don't talk about it. That's it. Kunabang is here. Oh, that's right, you can get the skills. The skills to pay the bills. Where am I going? Quite far. I have my taskbar visible because it's got information on it that I need. Like, for example, the temperature of my CPUs right now is 40 degrees. I can tell you that because I can see my taskbar. Oh my god, there's so many shuriken here. Mike did drugs confirmed. No, I didn't. I just did left side taskbar. Come on, man. Please. Seriously, I haven't done drugs. Just, no. No. Fuck, diversion. Fuck, sliver armor. Ow! Well, I mean, yeah, I would hide my taskbar when I'm taskbar when I'm watching stuff anyway, because I watch it in full screen, and I would do that on a second monitor if I was watching it there. So that's like automatic. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Oh, cuz you can see your CPU temperature on a second monitor that I don't have? Shit. Or should I say shit? Shit. God, these things are burning through me. Is the hunt that thing where you just sort of wander around finding mobs that spawn and get told to kill X dude? Is that Xavier? What the hell are you doing here? What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm home.
Really? You're home? What? Already? I thought you were out for like 5 weeks.
Well, I'm home for 3 days and then I'm out
Okay.
again.
Oh, I mean, I thought you were just like gone entirely for 5 weeks or so.
No, no, no. We came in today. Oh, I'm exhausted.
GG. I mean, you've been doing like stuff that I didn't understand.
I've been doing pilotage planning.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
working
all.
16-hour days every single day I've been gone.
Oh god, that
So,
sounds like such fun.
doesn't it?
No. Oh no. Uh, Arabus says hello, I think.
Who says hello?
Arabus.
Erebus. Oh yeah, Erebus. I remember Erebus.
Oh man, I'm lost. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Right. No. Yes. Okay. Caseytron's doing a cosplay. BRB. Rip. There goes Bit. Forever. You've hurt his feelings, Xavier. You've shattered them.
I heard his what?
Feelings.
Oh,
How does that feel?
what else did I do? Oh yeah, I did. So yeah, I've been doing pilotage non-stop since I left, and I'm exhausted.
I can imagine. I don't know what pilotage is. Oh shit, I got an Oni blade.
It's visual navigation on a ship.
Ah, it sucks.
So you navigate the ship only with visual without a chart.
Yeah, I can't really tell you how difficult that is compared to anything else. Like, I've got no frame of reference for that.
Yeah. Somebody took a video, which I'm hoping I'll see today,
Oh yeah.
and I'll have a video of what that kind of looks like.
No remorse, Erebus. No remorse. He's just fucking with you though. So I'm doing the Wayfarer's Reverie. Remember doing that 2 years ago?
Yeah, I do.
It's semi in honour of that. Semi. And also I wanted a Ritlock tonic, so so yeah. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey Ouija. What's up? What's up? But if Caseytron hates cosplays, then dare I ask why is she doing one? Or are you just joking? Because, you know, she's that kind of person that you can just, you could put anything past her and she'd probably just do it anyway as long as it pays. So, I don't know what to believe anymore. It's in her title. I don't know what you mean. Oh, Erebus, you've just opened yourself up to a world of fun and education. Bit, if you would like to do the honours of explaining what Caseytron is, then I would greatly appreciate that. Because I still can't even explain. I have no idea. I don't know how she works. I mean, yes, it is best not to get involved, but, let's stay educated here. Because, the more you know, yeah, exactly, all you can do is watch. Yeah. The worst possible streamer? Yep, yep, that's the thing too. Did I just finish Cantha that fast? Jesus. The League of Legions. Yes. the worst possible streamer. Yep, I would tend to agree. What did we get? Dreadnought, some crap, a bunch of junk. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna repeat what you just said just for the sake of having it said on stream. Just for the record. I quote Erebus. Caseytron appears to be a large pair of breasts playing League of Legends. End quote. Yeah. Yep. That is Caseytron. Oh no, sorry, sitting in the menu. Yep, that is an accurate description of what Caseytron is. And I'm shrugging my shoulders because you know that's it. I would agree. Alright, we have 2 more quests to go. I don't know if I'll get through both of them tonight, but we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I spent a good amount of my time just doing 5-3-1 wheelovers and planning. Lots of planning.
A Land of the Golden Sun. Planning though. That doesn't sound fantastic.
Well, if I can explain it this way. Okay, imagine you're walking down the road.
Alright, I'm imagining. There's somebody walking
imagine you're
towards
walking
me.
down the road.
She's seen me and she's crossing the road to avoid me. It's a true story that happened.
Walking down the road. Okay. Avoiding you or your long hair?
It could have been either, to be honest, but my long hair is part of me, so you know.
So you're walking down the road, except there's no road. There's no houses. So you're just walking in a big wide open space.
You're walking and you're walking.
Now you're walking and there's invisible buildings.
What the fuck
You have to
am I
plan to go
imagining right
around
now?
those buildings. Without hitting, yeah, I know, it's hard to imagine.
Okay.
There's really no way of explaining navigation.
No,
to
there
you.
really isn't. I don't understand at all. It's nav, but with invisible stuff that I don't understand.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of stuff underwater that you can't see, and a big part of visual
Okay, yeah, but
navigation is
you have like,
using
stuff
other
like that.
landmarks to figure out where you are.
Do you not have... I want to say machines, but machines is the wrong word. Equipment. Gadgets. Doodads.
Computers?
Yeah, computers, I suppose. Do you not have stuff like that that'll tell you what to do? Or is that what you're doing?
Yes, we do, but the whole point is to be able to do it without that equipment.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's important if it all breaks. Breaks in a war zone, what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. Think of it a lot of like survival training. You know, if I put you in the middle of the forest with nothing but a compass, can you get out?
Please don't. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't do that to you. But, you know.
Please don't.
But the thing is that
forest.
a ship is constantly moving, right? So you can't just stop.
Mm-hmm.
And other ships are moving around you. So it's a constant movement, and you gotta be able to roll with it.
You gotta roll with the punches. There was a song there, but
You
I
also
lost it.
have you have to brief the captain on what you're going to do. So you have to brief him on where you are, on what your plan is, and how to do contact avoidance. And deal with
Contact avoidance?
emergencies.
Is that just not getting too
Avoiding,
close to someone?
Basically.
Not getting within firing range sort of thing?
Yeah. Well, it depends what it is, right? It depends how much available water you have.
Well, you've got an ocean, so generally quite a lot, I'd imagine.
No, the whole point of pilotage is that you don't have a lot of water. It's narrow passages.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay. Bastard.
Don't you dare die. Good. Oh wow, the nightfall music. Jeez, this is pretty epic. No, it's dead. I haven't heard this in a long time. This is pretty good.
This is what it would typically sound. Actually, wait. I'll get my book.
Do it. Hurry up.
Track.
There's like epic nightfall combat music playing and it's like the perfect thing. Oh, it just ended. I tell you when you're gonna stream again, Bit. You're gonna stream when you do Dark Souls 2, right? Yeah? Yeah? Right? Maybe? Probably. I don't know.
Alright. So we're on a ship, we're on a track, we're going forward. And we're 1,000 yards away from having to alter. And the way I know that is I look out the window and I take a fix, and I know that when that lighthouse is 10 degrees off my bow, I'm at 1,000 yards from my alteration. When it's 20 degrees off my bow, I know that I'm 3 cables, which is 600 yards from my alteration. So using those calculations, I'm able to say,
oh, so it's triangulation.
Navigator. Yeah. Captain Sir Navigator, 5 cable course alteration, starboard 015. This next track leads off the transit inside of Squamall Harbor. Length of track is 4 cables. Minimum expected depth is 12 meters. Offset the watch. Settler depth is 10
so
meters.
much information. And
dangers to port
often
extend 170 yards off Fiskard Light, CP 150 yards, marked by Boy Victor 17 with a CP of 90 yards, dangers to starboard, extend 30 yards off Dunn's Head with a CP of 250 yards.
And you have to update that
yards.
How many times?
That's the thing. So Captain Sir Navigator 3 cable course alteration, starboard 015 track is clear, small contact, bears 000, drawing left, I expect to leave her to port. Fixo next fixing points will be Peely Point, Nose Point, and Selby Point Light. Captain Sir Navigator 1 cable course alteration, starboard 015 track is clear, small contact now, bears 355, continues to draw left, I expect to leave her to port. Captain Sir Navigator at wheel over. And then the officer of the watch turns the wheel and moves us into the next position. And then I have to say, Captain Sir, by lead mark, assess we have come around inside. Recommend officer of the watch steer out 012 to regain in 6 minutes.
For the record, were you reading those notes just now, or were you making them up?
I have notes.
Also, when you're doing this live,
they're just
do
numbers.
you make the notes and then read them out, or do you just figure it out and say it as you go?
I have something called a track sheet, and on it it's written all the bits, and I fill in
all
like
the bit clouds.
What?
The bit clouds, the bit cloud ones.
So,
no. Okay.
For example, on my list it says
I tried bit.
Primary wheel over, and then underneath that 5 cable, and then it says. So I have to say that I'm 5 cables, so that's part of the brief. So all of that's it's just a text that I have to say out loud, and I have all the bits of information already on hand. Now, some of that information gets modified if something different's happening. Like, for example, if there's a boat in front of me, there's 3 boats in front of me, I have to report each one. So I'll say, you know, Captain Sir Navigator, previously reported contact, now at red 15, continues to draw left, I expect to leave her to port. Previously reported power-driven vessel, now at, you know, green 25, drawing right, I expect to leave her to starboard. You know, that is not in the book. I have to know what to do about those contacts.
That's far too much information. It's fucking too much. You just lost me in just words. You see
that's
you
what I
can
did
see
for...
the training, but holy shit, like, way to lose me.
Meanwhile, I'm fucking yelling at my Officer of the Watch and my fix. How's that fix coming out? Is it a good fix? And he has to tell me. He has a whole report he has to tell me. He has to say, you know, oh, navigator fix, so good fix at minute 25, 100 yards starboard track safe, not regaining EP time course alteration, starboard 015, 6 minutes at minute 12. Course made good, you know, 012, speed made good, 9 knots, set calculated as half a knot westerly. So I write that down really quick, and then I say to the captain, Captain Sir, good fix at minute 25. We are 100 yards starboard track safe, not regaining. Recommend come left 012 to regain in 6 minutes EP time. Course alteration starboard 015. 6 minutes at minute 12.
Okay then.
Then I scream at my Officer of the Watch. Officer of the Watch, plot the contact at, you know, 232, and make sure my PIs are on for my next track.
Oh man. That was too much. That was far too much.
I saw the most expensive yacht in the world.
In the
a few
world?
nights ago. In
Yeah.
the world.
How expensive is it?
Guess.
32 million.
More.
Is it a military yacht?
No. Civilian.
75 million? I mean, that's a bit much. Let's say 40.
I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link to a picture of it.
Arba says 600 million.
Okay, Arbus is crazy.
For the record, that's the link that Xavier sent. Now, are we including the helicopter in the price?
Yes. And the helicopter was there when I saw it.
I do not know. I'm still thinking 50 million?
$250 million.
What?
Yeah, $250 million.
How? Why? You didn't meet...
332-foot super yacht.
You didn't meet the guy who owned it, do you?
No.
You could have like pointed him to me and be like, hey, this guy needs like a few quid, could you help him out? And he'd be like, yeah, sure, here's $1 million. And I'd have been like, oh, cool, thanks, man. And yeah. No, is that is that not how things work? Alright, I might be kidding myself a bit.
None of my friends are coming. Sad.
None of your friends are what? Coming?
Are
Coming
coming
where?
over, yeah. My house for barbecue.
Well, there's always vent. There's always people on vent. Oh wait.
Guess I'll go eat now then.
Rip.
Sad face.
That's kind of
Man,
a sad thing, isn't it?
16-hour days.
Having
Or
a barbecue on
11
your own,
days
it's
straight.
like...
Well, the wife's gonna be there.
Oh, well, sure, but you know, it's still technically on your own. In my eyes.
In my eye, indisposed, in disguise as no one knows. Did you know that I saw the inspiration for that song?
No, and I did not need that information, actually. Alright, Erebus.
But come on, it's interesting. I figured it out all by myself. It's
Thanks for
awesome.
hanging out. Xavier's figured things out, and I have to listen to him explain how and where and why. Alright then. I don't even know what the song is, to be honest, but sure.
Black Hole Sun?
Black Hole Sun. Okay, is that like Coldplay or some shit?
Black Hole Sun, won't you come? No!
I don't know what Black Hole Sun is. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Soundgarden.
Oh yeah, right.
It's got 24 million views on YouTube.
Right, I need to brag.
Link my account.
I can't be looking at links. I can't be using copyrighted music all day. I don't know, Erebus! I don't know. Even Xavier's frustrated. I can't.
Fine, I won't show.
I've heard the song. Oh, no, I saw it. It was that thing you took, that picture you took in San Fran, right? Not San Fran, Seattle.
Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I saw it on Facebook. And yeah, Guild Wars 1, El Nazir. I read that as, oh my god, nerd there for a second, and I would still approve and agree. But yeah, Guild Wars 1, what the nuts is happening?
Fuck, I'm exhausted.
Well yeah, you just reeled off a bunch of information to me. It sounded exhausting just listening to it.
I'm sitting here and I'm fine, then all of a sudden my brain just kind of shuts off for a few seconds and I kind of shake myself awake again.
I was like that last night. I was feeling tired at like 5. I hadn't done anything, but you know, I was awake since like 7 AM, tired at 5, and I was just like, I can't go to bed yet. Oh, I feel like such shit. Oh. I know, first world problems here, but it's the truth. I'm fighting Corsairs. You're a Corsair, right?
What?
Oh, you're like a piratey, non-pirate, right?
No!
So you're not a pirate, you're half fiddly-dee. Sad face.
Yeah. I do have a video to show you. I went out drinking last night.
Oh
And,
dear.
but we had to go to anchor. So our ships are at anchor. So how you get to a bar? Well, you gotta take the little boat. Little boat brings you to the shore.
Okay.
So to come back, you have to call the boat and go, okay, bring the little boat back. The little boat comes and picks you up at the dock. I
Right.
took a little video.
And how drunk were you guys?
Oh, we weren't that drunk, but it's funny.
Oh man, the music just got super intense. Tell me an intense story.
So I got home and quickly emptied my balls.
Okay, I regret asking. And the music ends. Okay. That happened.
I instantly regret my decision!
Never mind. This music. Too pro for me. Oh, that's why everything's kicking my ass a little. Because there was 3 bosses here. Well, now we know. Now either Twitch chat is frozen or everybody is just... I should actually tell you this. Either my Twitch chat is frozen or everybody was just stunned in silence at your display of fragrant non-giving a fuckness. I'm willing to bet it's the
Last fuck
second
I
one.
gave was at some point in active past. When that second fairy came into view, and I went,
Everyone
really?
died.
Really? Fuck you, fairy. Speaking of fairies,
What?
there was like 3 fairies on board my ship. It was quite funny.
Fairies or fairies?
Fairy.
What?
The CO, the XO, and one of the watch on deck were gay.
Okay, right. Yeah, I was confused.
highest-
Like, are you talking about gay people or what? I don't understand. You were okay.
Like I saw that the CO, already knew the CO was gay.
By the
that
way,
was, that was obvious.
you might like to hear that El Nazir committed seppuku after hearing about what you did after you got home.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He's dead. Rip. How do I get to the fortress of Jahai? Probably outside of here? Probably? I'm guessing. So really our choices are hearing about how you emptied your balls, or hearing 13,000 numbers followed by directions and boating terms.
Yes.
It's a tough choice.
I know, right?
I might go with the ball emptying. But no promises. was the worst. We are going to the fortress. Hooray! What glorious activities will await. I haven't actually looked about what we need to do. Oh man, there's like quite a bit to do, huh? The fortress, the libraries of the halls of choking. That should be easy, that's a run. The hidden city, that's quite long. Poisoned outcrops is fairly long, and Crystal Overlook is quite long as well. I think this music only plays if there's like a certain number of mobs in the fight or something like that, because you know, nothing too epic is really going on right now.
I posted the video on my YouTube, on my
You did? I'll have a look at it later. It's not an ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, is it?
it might be.
I feel like if it is, then I should be slightly bored by it. Oh, this music is amazing! Alright. Elna's here. Have fun watching the ESL. And thanks for hanging out in the meantime. It was cool. Not big into esports myself. I used to watch it quite a bit of StarCraft 2. I used to watch the little one when he was like big. But this was like, jeez, that was when StarCraft 2 was fairly new still, I believe. I only watched him because he swapped between all three races at random. And he was like one of the very few people that did. And it was cool then. Not so much anymore. I don't keep up with StarCraft 2 or really anything. Damn, I should have killed those guys. Oh, I'm getting beaten up.
Right, I'm gonna go have food.
Alright. Yeah, not really big on esports, especially the Guild Wars 2 stuff that they run. Is that the ESL? I don't even know. Like, I literally have no knowledge about that. None at all. I mean, Guild Wars 2 PvP, watching it doesn't interest me. It's a spammy spam fest, And yes, you can point out tactics, and you can see tactics, and see stuff, and appreciate certain little things, but you actually have to concentrate to watch it, and I don't like having to concentrate to watch a program like that. Like, programming like that, I should say. Just not interested. And that comp, though. Welcome to the stream. It is of poor quality, but I'm sure you can excuse the mess. And is that it? Yeah. Where are we going now? The holdings of Chokin, which I can just run through, I think. Interested in having a partner join me? Not so much. I just want to kind of get this done. And yeah. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mind, but at the same time I'm going at my pace, so. The speed is real. I remember when we did this 2 years ago, it took me and Xavier 2 or 3 days to beat all this stuff. I mean, I'm almost done with Nightfall. Well, it's like almost sort of done with Nightfall in 3.5 hours. That's Tyria, Cantha, Nightfall, Elona, whatever you want to call it. Guild Wars 2 is a terrible spectator sport. Have I gone the wrong way? Yeah, I did. Guild Wars 2 is awful for spectating. It's so spammy and messy, and it's just not good at all. If it wasn't for the points at the top of the screen, you wouldn't know who was winning. Like, you really wouldn't. A para with speed boost to help me go faster. I've already got paragons. Not right now, but I have paragons with me. Yeah, I think in Guild Wars 2 there aren't enough like big key skills that you need to hit like dead on time that change the battle so much. I mean, there's elites, sure, but a lot of them aren't really massive game changers. Like a good lich form that could take out a bunch of people on a point would be incredibly awesome, and you know, that's visibly cool as well. But at the same time, when does that ever happen? Never. If you think about it in terms of Guild Wars 1, and you think of like, you know, at any point an interrupted Aegis from a monk, or a really well hit diversion from a Mesmer, could change the game instantly, could change it so drastically. It's so amazing. Not that I ever really watched Guild Wars 1 PvP stuff either, but I could recognise all the stuff going on in Guild Wars 1 much more easily than Guild Wars 2, because there were different like little skirmishes and stuff going on, and it was somewhat different, and in my opinion better than Guild Wars 2's PvP. Do I ever eat pancakes by hand dripping them in a bowl of syrup? Can't say I do. No, actually I don't. In fact, I can't even tell you the last time I had pancakes. Supply crate, yeah, I'd agree. That's a big game changer. Like if that drops, and you know, you can heal the guy up, and then you get the net support stuff and all of that good stuff. Yep. Yep, supply crate would fit. Then there's like other stuff that I can't think of. Have I gone the wrong way again? I don't think I have, but I'd question it. It's all the knowledge of Vavi. It's pretty cool. Hard to see, but pretty cool. Missed the stairs because I'm great. And yeah, in terms of animation for supply crate, it's like, I've said like so many times now, my brain is tired. It's not noticeable at all. If I was fighting an engineer and he did supply crate, I couldn't even tell you what the animation looks like. Not a clue. Obviously you can see it coming in from above and whatever, but when you're ever looking up like that. This guy has a quest. I don't care. Adashim. This is going to be a lot of elementals, right? Trying to think if I have anything particularly good for all this, and I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so we're just going to go in like this. Not even going to change the build. I'm quite happy to just chuck spears all day. Oh, all this music. Super nostalgia. Alright, where do we need to go? All the way up to the northwest, somewhere. Oh man. Searing flames. Searing flames. Searing flames. Okay, it's dead. Do we have searing flames in Guild Wars 2? I can't even think. I literally can't think. My brain has just gone into spam skills mode. Maybe it's a scepter skill. To be honest, I can't say I really care. I think I'm remembering Searing Flames from this game. God, these things are tanky. Now the question is, I haven't got a map. Do I go left or do I go up? Oh, I'll take a chance and go left. Oh, cool. All the traps aren't here from... Oh, never mind. Traps are here. They're gonna go off? I bet it goes off in front of me. What'd I tell you? And there he's dead. Waiting for the trap. Because if I go, it'll just blow me up again. Alright. No, my luck, I probably don't even need to go this way. I keep using the Raging Charge and forgetting that it's not actually giving me the adrenaline on hit because it's only melee that triggers it. Oh well. I know I keep mentioning it, but God, this music! I haven't heard it in so long and it's just so good. It's the Eye of the North combat music that really annoys me, because I've heard that far too much. Doing all the dungeons and everything. All sounds the same. Ah, did it again. I don't even know why I have Enraging Charge on the bar if I'm not using it. I think I go left? I really don't know. I'm really guessing at this point. It looks like I'm going left. Which city do I exit out of after this? Poisoned Outcrops? Which is up here somewhere, right? Probably Lair of the Forgotten. And I expect to see you there, no? Ow. Take that as a yes. Oh man. Yep, already there, of course. You madman. Oh, chest. Nice. Let's open the chest and get a conjuring staff. Which is... Really? I just unlocked an item after like 6 or 7 years? What? What? I find that hard to believe. Look at this! Look at how cool this is. Yeah. Let's get a screenshot that I haven't taken in years. I'm starting to realise that I may have over-aggroed a little. Just a little. A lot. Okay, a lot. And I'm dead. Attack this thing! Yeah, we got it. Oh my god, the run back. Why no waypoints? ANET, please. This is why people want Cantha and Elona back, because it's not just forests and boring. It's all these kind of like deserty, interesting areas, Cantha especially. Well, not deserty, but, you know, Cantha's got a lot going on for it. I'd love to see what it actually looks like in Guild Wars 2. In before the entire team dies to traps. Oh, they managed to get through. GG. So after my gross over aggro, actually not much survived. Surprised. Okay then. I don't really know why I killed all this stuff. Is there like a secret stash or something here? No. I thought there was. Ah well. Whatever. Whatever. And who else might be here? Hey, well. Impious Reverence without a guild.
Streaming what?
Streaming Guild Wars 1. I know, mad, right?
Xavier's here, huh?
No, please. Please. Please, no. No, no, no.
Is he just on a break? Or did they end early?
Yeah, he's back for a day or two.
Just for a day or two, okay.
That is a blast from the past. Who do I kick for you? I guess I can kick this. I guess I can have you come with me. This is disgusting. This skill bar is the worst thing I've ever seen in the world. In the world!
Is that Guild Wars 1 patch out then that you were talking about streaming?
Yeah. It's been out for a few days, but you know.
Okay.
I've been slow on the uptake. I thought this would take a long time, and it's, you know, I've been at it for nearly 4 hours, so it's taken a while, but progress is real.
Cool. And you sound like you're enjoying it.
Well, I've had a lot of company.
Yeah? Who else been your company? Just Xavier?
Well, Chat and Xavier and all sorts. Just Chat and Xavier, okay. You rumbled me.
I thought maybe you had some folks doing the run with you.
Doing the who what?
The quest thingy or whatever. I thought maybe you had somebody in game with you.
Oh, Kez came with me for a little while. And now Imp is with me. Guy I used to know from Guild before I joined us.
Ah. Back in the day.
Back in the day. Oh, back in my day.
Once upon a time. Yeah, I said something in class the other day about back when I was a kid, and one of the other kids shouts out, "You mean back in the Ice Age?"
Wow.
Thanks.
You get on my back for that stuff.
Sassy little booger.
Well. Good on him. Not really. Oh man, Marganites. Equip the Lightbringer title. Not really, don't care.
was just being cheeky.
Oh my god, there's so many clerics in this mob. Alright, okay. It's like 4 clerics, like, oh. Oh, please, my build isn't doing that much damage.
Back in the days of dual classing.
Yeah, I'm a warrior paragon throwing spears. Can't do that in Guild Wars 2.
Whoa. Nor can you dress as fashionably as a paragon.
Well, I'm a warrior, so...
Oh, that's it. So your skirt's not nearly as good.
Not nearly, no, I'm wearing pants. In fact, am I wearing a skirt? Kind of a skirt.
Some of the warrior stuff look like a skirt. Or a kilt or whatever.
No, it's female warrior. It's a skirt.
Oh, okay.
Or a battle
I meant even
skirt.
some of the male outfits. A battle skirt.
Battle
It's a
skirt,
very manly
go!
battle skirt. Used to, I think it was the 4-man arena, or somebody you used to play with who would always take their pants off. Said they had on their battle panties.
Lee?
No. It was way before I knew
Guild
Lee.
Wars 1. I don't know, I never heard of that. A chest. The crap stuff. I'm to tell you how awesome the imp was at this game. Are you impressed?
Okay.
Are you impressed?
I am.
Good. I think we got away with it.
So what you're saying is Imp should be my new hero? Is that the...
He should be, yeah. Have you got the hero slot filled? Because Imp's your man.
You know, I could rename one of my heroes to Imp, but I think that costs money.
Oh man. Well, if he's willing to pay the dough up front, maybe then you'll do it, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you heard it. You heard it here, Imp. What is he paying for exactly?
Isn't it a cash shop item to be able to customize a hero and give it whatever name you want?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was at one time.
If it was, I never bought that. Just wasn't interested. Like, oh
Hello?
good, I can have one of my other characters with my first character, great.
What you talking about?
Mike is streaming, you're live on channel. Mike is streaming some Guild Wars 1 and we were talking about
You are live
customizing heroes.
on channel 4. Please do not fucking swear. Ah, shit. Oh, fuck. Ah, damn.
Now you fucked it up.
Open the floodgates. I have nothing British to say. Absolutely nothing. And now you put me on the spot, I can't even think of anything British.
I told you about the time I was at a conference and Morgan's teacher swore.
No.
Well, she noticed that I worked at the school district, and I said, yeah, I work at one of the alternative schools. She's like, oh, okay, or whatever, and then she said something, and I can't remember, but she ended up accidentally swearing, saying damn or something like that, and then looked embarrassed at me and apologized, and she was like, oh, I'm so sorry for my language right. I said, remember I work at the alternative school? She's like, yeah, that's right. And then she turned to Morgan and said, Morgan, get your shit together. Morgan's jaw hit the floor. And he looked over at me and he was like, I can't believe you just let my teacher swear at me. It's like, yeah, I'm totally in agreement with it. You should get your shit together. You don't turn anything in on time.
That's pretty funny.
I have. How is things? How are things? How is our stuff? I'm quite tired. I've been doing this for a bit too long, I think. I just want to get this, the Nightfall stuff done.
Where are you streaming?
Which I'm nearly done. Guild Wars 1?
Tweet.
Oh, what? Where?
Oh, the champ.
Can't give that information.
Hang on, I'll get you the...
Little can though. Things are goodly.
Hang on, give me a second to get the
Excellent.
Okay.
Because I'm not actually watching, I'm just...
It is
listening
well
live.
to hear that things are goodly. I keep looking at the map, by the way, because I can't be bothered bringing up this thing and cluttering up my
Son of a bitch, I
UI.
just cracked my kneecap on my computer desk.
Ow.
rip.
I cracked my knee on something in the garage last night. That was not funny.
The game did tell me to have a break. It did. You are right. It has told me several times to take a break. But I'm not listening.
Holy crap, that commercial's loud.
I can hear it.
Could you really?
Yeah, I could hear some like mess in the background. Just like brah 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 brah.
Because I'm on headphones, but it must be so loud through the headphones.
Mhm.
Jeez. Yeah.
I will just leave if you don't resign. You realise? I have no trouble just pressing the map and leaving, right? Alright, you want to play it that way? I can do that. Right, so... Mouth of Torment. I've got to get all the way to Crystal Overlook. Goddamn.
Maybe he's AFK.
Who's AFK?
You couldn't get him to resign.
Oh no, he was dancing.
Okay.
Ain't no
Forgot
dancing
about
on
the
my
delay.
watch. I got shit to do. It's not like he's right there and I haven't seen him at all. Nope, haven't seen him. He's not there. Haven't seen him. Scumbag Mike tactics, go.
Scumbag Mike. That's from an episode of The Young One.
Is it? I was just calling myself a scumbag.
There's an episode where they go on a game show, and they're from Scumbag College,
Oh yeah,
or Scumbag
it's
University.
University Challenge.
Yeah. And at one point in time he hits the button accidentally because he's trying to dismantle the microphone or something like that. He's trying to steal the microphone.
Yeah, the servers are still online for Guild Wars 1. Pretty amazing, Fist. Pretty amazing. Like,
Sending you chats.
they never said that they were going to take these down. They said they were going to keep them up for as long as they could, and well,
They might.
they're still, they can still
'Cause if
afford
you're
it
sending
clearly.
me chats, I've already closed it.
So yeah,
The delay is too
it's
much.
kind of cool. And yeah, good seeing you, Colt. It was fun for like 5 minutes.
Oh.
Oh, man.
No, I am doing a jigsaw puzzle, but I would do.
How come you
Torchlight.
guildless though, man? What happened? Or did Ted dissolve? Was it Fubar? It just disappeared.
If and that's what you're in the mood for.
For whatever. I'm just trying to find something to do.
Okay. Well, we can either do Torchlight, or if you want to do that Dungeon Defenders thing you said. Although I don't know if I installed it. Better look. I think I told it to install.
I'm fine with either, whichever one you're ready.
God, this mob is enormous.
We'll drop down a channel then when we start, so that we're not interfering with the stream.
Fair enough. Up to you guys though.
Well, I figure that if we're going no, go left, kind of crap, that might not be fun for you.
No, I've pretty much run out of stuff to talk about now.
Alright, if you want us to shriek in
I
your
had
channel.
thousands and thousands of things to say right at the start of this, and now I'm just like, I want to get done. I'm tired.
And then you ran it.
I ran out. I was just like,
Alright.
It's the effect of gaming.
See,
Girl
there's only
shrieks it is.
so much I can point out that's nostalgic in Guild Wars 1, and yes, there's a lot of stuff, but there's only so many times I can be like, hey, remember this thing? Oh, hey, look at this thing, and oh, look at this thing. It loses its, I don't know what the word
Loses
is.
things after a while. Loses its
Honestly, I'm
thingy.
surprised that Guild Wars 1 is still even active.
They put out an update.
Oh right, yeah, I'm going this way. Across the bridge.
Really? What for?
It's not an update, it's the same thing, it's just a recurring event.
Oh, okay, I thought they'd added more to it.
No. They'll never add anything to the game.
They didn't put out
Although-
an update, Josh.
They should, because they promised us Guild Wars Beyond Elona and Eye of the North, and that never came.
No, then they
So we're
set
still
their
owed
sights on
stuff.
Guild Wars 2.
And now they make shitty stories in Guild Wars 2. Ha!
Yeah. Should send them a strongly worded letter.
That would
Yeah,
involve
good luck with
writing.
that. I'm honestly not even sure that I could remember how to play Guild Wars 1.
Oh, I played Warriors, so I can remember. I just press all my skills and stuff dies.
Yeah, I played Warrior.
Crap,
and
no
Necromancer.